The war in Ukraine is still raging. April 26, 2026. And on the Lyman front, the picture for Russian forces hasn't changed. If anything, it's getting worse. Signum Battalion's fiber optic FPV drones are everywhere. In the forests, inside buildings, through tree branches, behind fences. 10 more Russian soldiers didn't make it through their patrol today. Found in every position they tried to use as cover. And this is the broader reality right now. Russian forces across multiple sectors are struggling to advance, not because of artillery, not because of tanks, but because of drone units like Signum that have turned every meter of ground into a monitored zone. Soldiers can't regroup, can't reposition, can't move supplies without being spotted and struck. On the Lyman front, there is no safe moment. Signum made sure of that. Did you see the soldier lying on the ground? He is pretending to be dead, but what he doesn't know is that the drone operator is aware he is still alive. While carrying out a routine search, a Ukrainian FPV drone operator encountered a Russian soldier. The soldier tried to defend himself by firing his weapon, but it was not enough to stop the attack. In this footage, a soldier was detected by reconnaissance drones from the 414th Magyar Birds Unit while moving alone in the southern Pokrovsk region. If you look closely, you can see how exhausted and worn out he is. Unaware of the FPV drone approaching to strike, the soldier lay down among the rubble to rest. Before he could understand what was happening, he became the target of a Ukrainian FPV drone. As the drone approached, the soldier did not move. He may have heard it, but chose not to react. In the next FPV drone attack, the soldier is in a very unfortunate situation. The FPV drone spotted the Russian soldier and quickly went after him. The soldier is aware of the drone behind him, but the heavy load he is carrying prevents him from running fast. Watch closely what's about to happen. As Russian soldiers advance through the Donetsk region in an ATV, they come under attack from an FPV drone and chaos ensues. Through the GoPro footage mounted on the soldier's helmet, we witness everything as it happens in real time. The FPV drone disabled the vehicle used by the soldiers. The ammunition and various military equipment they were carrying caught fire. The Russian soldiers tried to save what they could. These moments reveal the harsh reality of the front line. This soldier, resting behind a wall, becomes the drone's target within seconds. Here, a group of Russian soldiers searching abandoned houses on the front line is detected. Although they start running after encountering the drone, not all of them manage to escape. Russian troops often use such abandoned areas as cover. Air Black Hawk. And this is a week's worth of work in one compilation. Open terrain, ruined buildings, armored vehicles. It doesn't matter. The drone finds them in every situation. Watch how unprepared these units are. Soldiers moving in the open with no counter-drone awareness. Vehicles parked without concealment. Groups gathering in exposed positions. This isn't bad luck. This is a systemic problem. And footage like this shows it plays out the same way, day after day, across every sector. After everything you've seen on this channel, do you think Russian forces will ever effectively adapt to drone warfare at this scale? In this footage, Russian troops are traveling in a military vehicle, only to be hit by a sudden FPV drone ambush. After seeing so many attacks from drone cameras, this footage captures the moment from a soldier's POV. The drone first neutralizes the vehicle, leaving the troops exposed in open terrain. They are now scrambling to find cover. A brand new Russian Kamaz 4 385 armored truck traveled over 5,000 kilometers from the Transbaikal region all the way to the Donetsk front. A long journey. It didn't end well. The Ivan Franko Group operators located it near Pisky, outside Donetsk. A modern armored logistics vehicle, the kind Russia sends forward to supply assault units. Along with it, another vehicle carrying fuel and lubricants, brought by crew members who apparently came to help. The drones found both of them. 5,000 kilometers to reach the front, destroyed before it could deliver a single supply run. When brand new equipment travels halfway across Russia only to be destroyed on arrival, what does that tell you about the state of Russian logistics planning? Perfect timing. A Russian truck mid-unload at an ammunition depot in Polohy, Zaporizhzhia. A Ukrainian MiG-29 already inbound with a GBU-62 precision bomb. The strike hits exactly as the truck is being emptied. The depot, the truck, the ammunition, all of it gone in one strike. This is what real-time intelligence feeding into air operations looks like. Someone was watching that depot. The moment the truck arrived, the call went out. A Russian Shahed trying to hide in the clouds, and a Sting Interceptor drone right behind it. The 762nd Territorial Defense Brigade operators tracked it through the cloud cover. Patient, persistent, not letting it break away. The Shahed climbs, shifts, disappears into the clouds. The Sting follows. It didn't work. Look, hiding in clouds works against radar. It doesn't work when there's a drone physically chasing you through the sky. A Russian Tornado S multiple rocket launcher moving from Crimea toward the Zaporizhzhia front to carry out a strike mission. It never got there. Ukrainian forces intercepted it en route. A system with a 120-kilometer range, satellite-guided rockets capable of devastating Ukrainian positions from deep behind the front line, stopped before it could fire a single round. This is what preemptive strikes on artillery in transit look like. Not hitting it after it fires, hitting it on the way there, taking out a rocket system before it reaches its firing position. Is this more valuable than intercepting the rockets after they're launched? 50 Russian Molniya strike drones. 2 days. All down. Signum Battalion's Interceptor crews have been running non-stop, and the numbers show it. 50 drones that were carrying warheads heading toward Ukrainian positions, vehicles, depots, and infrastructure. None of them got there, and this is worth understanding. The Molniya isn't a reconnaissance drone. It carries a warhead. It's built to hit armor, positions, storage facilities, bunkers. Every one of these intercepts isn't just a drone shot down, it's a strike that never happened. Signum's interceptor units have essentially become a frontline air defense layer. No expensive missiles, no radar systems, just pilots, interceptor drones, and 2 days of relentless work. 50 drones down, dozens of potential strikes stopped cold. Ukraine's Khyzhak Brigade found Russian FPV drones sitting on the ground, waiting. These are called waiting drones, pre-positioned along soldier movement routes in the Kostiantynivka direction, armed and ready to launch the moment a Ukrainian soldier steps into range. Essentially landmines with wings. The Khyzhak bombers spotted them from the air during reconnaissance and took them out with precision drops before a single one could activate. Think about what that means. Every one of those drones was placed on a path Ukrainian soldiers use. Someone mapped those routes, positioned the drones, and walked away. The Khyzhak Brigade cleared them all from above, before anyone walked into them. Pre-positioned ambush drones on infantry routes. Is this the most dangerous evolution of drone warfare we've seen yet? That's everything for today. April 26th, 2026. day 1523 of this war. In the last 24 hours, 149 combat engagements were recorded. Russian forces launched 2 missile strikes using 50 missiles, 66 airstrikes, and deployed over 9,600 kamikaze drones in a single day. Over the past 4 weeks, Russian forces suffered a net loss of 2 square miles of Ukrainian territory. Last week alone, a 5 square mile loss. Small numbers, but the direction is clear. And on the air defense front, Ukraine is now intercepting 92% of all Russian drones, up from just 50 to 60% in spring 2025. The numbers you saw today from Signum and the 762nd Brigade are part of why that percentage keeps climbing. The front holds. The drone war intensifies. And as you saw throughout today's footage, there is no safe corridor, no safe vehicle, no safe moment to move. Subscribe for daily frontline coverage. No agenda, just the footage and the facts. See you in the next one.